Hello, welcome back to ExcelEase. This is Tech Hustler on YouTube. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. In this lesson, we will focus on the core of Excel and working with cells. You will learn how to enter and edit data, use copy and paste tools, autofill values, and more. So these are some of the things that we will be practicing in this tutorial. First, we will be learning how to type numbers and dates in the Excel sheet, and then also we will learn how to use the enter and then tab key on the keyboard whilst we are entering data into the Excel sheet. And the next thing that we are going to also learn is to learn how to edit data, and we will also learn how to delete content or data from an Excel sheet or a cell. So moving on, I'm going to teach you how you can enter data in a cell. So for you to be able to enter data in a cell, you have to make sure the cell you want to enter the data in is active. So for example, let's say I want to enter in cell A1. I have to make sure cell A1 is active by selecting cell A1. So now cell A1 is selected, so I can enter anything. So I can say name. Okay, and if I want to move to the next cell, that means if I want to move to the next cell downwards, I will be using the enter key. So I'll just press on the enter key. Okay, and if I want to move to the next cell on the right side, so let's say I am on cell A1 and I want to move to cell B1, I'll be pressing on the tab key on the keyboard. So that will be the tab key. Or better still, I can use the pointer to move to the next cell. So here I can select any cell I want to enter data into it. But for efficiency's sake, you have to use the keyboard. So if you want to move downwards, you press on the enter key. If you want to move on the right side, you press on the tab key. And if you want to move backwards to the left side, you can use the shift plus tab key. So that will move to the left side. And let's say I'm on, let's say cell B4, and I want to move back to cell, let's say B3. I can just use the arrow keys to do that. And same as moving downwards, I can also use the arrow key. So the next thing that we are going to move on is editing data in a cell or in a formula bar. So here I have name here. If I want to edit name, I'll just have to double click and then say full name, so I can change it to full name. Okay, then after that I'll press on enter. Or I can decide to use the formula bar to edit. So I will select the full name and then move to the formula bar. Okay, so to do that I'll just move my cursor to the formula bar, and if I want to change full name, I can say name and then press on the enter key. So you can either edit the data in a cell using the formula bar or using the cell itself. And then one tip I would want to give you is by using a shortcut to edit. So let's say I want to change name to full name. If I want to edit it, I will make sure name is selected like this, and I'll press on F2. So by pressing on F2, I'll have access to edit this data. So I'll just enter full name, then I'll press an enter key. So by using the shortcut, that is pressing on F2, you can also edit the data in a cell. So if I want to delete a content in a cell, so let's say I have phone number here, okay, and I would want to delete the content in this cell. So without not wasting much time by pressing on F2 or by double clicking on it and then later on press on the backspace until all the content in the cell is vanished, I can just press on the delete key from the keyboard and everything in the cell will be deleted. So as you can see, as I pressed the delete key on the keyboard, everything in this cell has been deleted. Okay, so let me undo. And another thing that I can also use is by using the clear content from the editing section. So I'll make sure I am on the home tab and then I'll move to the editing section. So on the editing section, you can see an icon looking like an eraser. So there is a drop down there. You click on that drop down, and when you click on the drop down, there will be a list of options. So you can see clear all. So the clear all will clear everything, including all the formats that you've done, everything you've done in that cell will be cleared. So whether you have comments, whether you have hyperlinks and all those kind of things, it will clear all those things from there. And using the clear formats will only clear the formats that you have there. So let me show you an example. So I'll just change the background of phone number to, let's say, yellow. Okay, so yellow. Now if I move to the clear button and I'll click on the drop down, if I click on clear all, it will clear everything. So let me click on clear all. So as you can see, it has cleared everything from this cell. Let me undo and use another option. So let's say clear format. It will clear all the formats that I've done in the cell. So here the yellow background will disappear. So as you can see, it has disappeared after clicking on the clear formatting. So that is the work of the clear tool. Okay, yes, so you can also use the clear to clear contents in a cell. That is, if you have selected a specific cell, it will clear everything in that cell. So this is what we are supposed to discuss today. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and then share this video for others to also learn. And thank you for watching this video. See you in the next tutorial.